Hi everyone and welcome back to the Zombies. Season 2 Reloaded added a new story mission to Act 4, the Countermeasures. So let's get to it, shall we? First of all, the preparations, as the mission is reasonably hard. I recommend going in with two weapons here. One should be the RGL for crowd control. There's tons of tier 2 zombies in the mission, so having the RGL is essential. It doesn't have to be too special though. Blue rarity and punch 2 is enough for the purpose. Anything more than that is of course still welcome. Your second weapon is anything you are comfortable with for special zombies and bosses. This time I went in with Akimbo Swarms, but I also did it with a Lockwood 680 shotgun and with generic AR I bought from the wall, so it's not critical what the gun is as long as it shoots. Note though that at one point during the mission you'll have to land headshots, so don't take melee or wonder weapon as your second choice. Your second gun needs to deal a good amount of damage, so Epic Rarity and Punch 3 are highly recommended. If you don't have any spare tools in the stash, buy a legendary gun off the wall in the round and use that instead. In terms of perks, I recommend just getting all of them before going in. But if you are on a tight budget and have to choose, the PhD Flopper is required since you bring the RGL. Then Speed Caller, Stamina Up and Juggernaut. The rest are not as important. On top of all that, you want to have a durable gas mask, 2 sentry guns and a bunch of self-revives for when things go wrong. Sentries are available for purchase in medium and high threat zones for 2 grand, durable gas masks cost 4000 points in the red zone buy station. Surprisingly, dogs don't seem to be very effective in this mission, at least when you go solo. Mine kept wandering off somewhere and either dying or despawning early on in every single run, so you can't really rely on them. Once ready, head over to the mission portal in F4 grid in red zone, activate it and vote yes on the map to travel into Dark Ether Rift. The walkthrough I'm showing includes collecting all of the secret items you need to unlock the second rift afterwards in one go. Technically, you don't have to do it all at once, but it just saves extra trips here and doing the mission multiple times is much less fun. As opposed to the bad signal where you only had one item in the rift, all 4 of required items are located within the same mission now. So, from the spawn, instead of following the mission marker, we turn around and run around the back of the ship and towards the first seal at the top of E4 grid. These can really be done in any order, but I prefer doing them early in the mission as it seems zombies become more numerous and much angrier closer to the end of the timer. Once you get to the seal, activate it and notice zombies getting a red glow inside the circle. You need to kill them with headshots in order to feed the seal, so do just that. Unlocking the seal doesn't take too long, but the fight may get quite intense. If you start feeling overwhelmed, switch to your RGL, clear the area a bit and then get back to doing critical kills. Once complete, the reward rift will contain a perforated target that you'll need to take with and extract. Now let's get back to where we came from and use the advertising billboard to parkour onto the ship. I'm almost sure there's another way on the ship, but I didn't find it yet, so we'll have to make do with parkouring. Scorcher could be used here for mobility, but that would mean sacrificing one of the weapons, and I don't feel like that's a good trade in this case. Jump aboard the ship and find the second seal in the middle. Activating the seal will spawn an insta-kill power-up, and you'll need to melee kill the zombies in the circle to unlock the pedestal. This doesn't take long at all. 8 kills seem to be enough to complete the thing. Grab the MMA gloves from the reward rift here. Now it's time to get back to the mission progression. Jump off the ship and get to the building with the mission marker. You need to go upstairs here to find the mercs you are currently allied with. Run into the middle of the room to initiate the dialogue and then jump out of the window outside. Once the dialogue plays out, the ACV parked outside will activate. While mission description says escort the ACV, you don't need to worry about its health or anything. It's literally indestructible in this mission. So feel free to just hop on it and take a ride to the next location. Zombies can occasionally hit you there, but for the most part you are absolutely safe. Whether to shoot the zombies around you at all is up to you really, this doesn't matter. I use this part of the mission to replenish any missing plates and ammo. Eventually, the ACV stops by the amusement park due to electrical systems failure. In the park you'll see a glowing UAV tower with electrical sparks around it. Interact with it and it turns into Sparky, an electrified mimic that you need to kill. You'll be electrocuted immediately, so try to point your guns in the direction of the enemy, since you can't really stop shooting anyway. Dispose of Sparky to continue the mission, he's not very tough. Get back to the ACV to resume your travel to the destination, which happens to be literally 30 meters further down the road. Another dialogue kicks in here and the Jensen's neutralizer part gets eventually sucked into the ACV, which means you can carry on going. Again, the destination is really close by, the main entrance of Said City Mall. Once the ACV comes to stop, proceed into the mall, which is now a huge infested stronghold. You need to clear 15 cysts inside in what's probably the most annoying part of the mission. The cyst locations are somewhat randomized, so while they are always in the same general area, the exact positions can vary each time. The cysts are normally concentrated around the stairwells and entrances, so look for them there. There's also 2 ammo caches inside, which you can and should use to replenish your gas mask. Every single time I'm in, I manage to somehow miss 1 or 2 cysts and end up running around like stupid looking for them. The main thing here is to remain calm and methodical, and you'll get them eventually. Once this part is finished, it's time to go to the next obelisk to pick up another item. It's located in I-8 grid, pretty much a straight line down north from the northern mall exit, all the way on the dried riverbed. The whole area is covered in very thick fog, so it's super easy to just walk by the place without noticing it. Here is a map view showing the exact location of the obelisk for your reference, to save frustration from looking for it randomly. Once the seal is activated, you'll notice 4 panels, one on each side of the obelisk. Activating them grants you an ammo mod. You need to use one corresponding to the current active element. You can see it by looking at the circle border to figure out which element to use, though every time I did it, it went in the exact same order. When the circle is made out of flames, pick up the Napalm Burst mod. Apply it to your RGL as it makes kills quicker and easier. After 8 kills, the circle will change into blue haze, which corresponds to cryo freeze. Equip that and get more kills until the circle changes into electrical sparks. get the dead wire and repeat until the next change. Last comes green toxic smoke, corresponding to the brain rot. Equip that and 8 more kills should complete the sequence, revealing a reward rift with pristine mirror inside. Grab it and get back to the ACV in front of the mall. If you manage to miss one of the elements or otherwise mess up here, don't worry, leaving the area cancels the seal activation, allowing you to come back and activate it again, repeating the whole sequence. This works for all other obelisks as well. Back on the ACV, you'll be taking another journey to the final destination of the mission. This trip is a lot less chill than the initial one, as zombies are more aggressive and there's more special zombies spawning around. As usual, don't try to kill everything you see, just what's posing an immediate threat, and try to refill your ammo and plate stocks. Eventually you'll arrive on the stadium with a rock stage on it. Wait for the ACV to stop and go up the stage to activate the P&D, starting a version of Outlast contract. There'll be plenty of zombies coming, including a bunch of disciples and manglers, so just run around the area spamming your RGL until the P&D does its thing. Once that is done, a portal appears on the stage and Fletcher does his scripted betrayal, turning remaining mercs into the zombies and spawning the mission boss, an electrified named Mangler. Use the dialogue time to place the 2 sentry guns you brought in. Run around the sentries while shooting the boss and incoming zombies. The boss is quite irritating since he keeps electrocuting you, but really the main job here is for sentries. They are very effective in taking him down. Be mindful with your RGL around the sentries, as its splash damage breaks your own turrets. As it's usually the case with bosses in zombies, initially it looks like you're doing little to no damage to the boss, but as its health goes down, progress seems to speed up. The main thing in the whole battle is not to let the boss engage you in melee, so just run around your sentries in circles, occasionally unloading at him with your own weapons. And make sure to keep collecting and using plates from the ground. Dying at this stage is gonna feel really stupid. The whole battle takes roughly 2 minutes with 2 sentry guns, so nothing to worry about too much. When everything is over, the reward rift appears with the last item you need inside, the drum. You'll notice that the drum is already upgraded to the gold status, but the other 3 items will need to be upgraded back on the Urzikstan map. But that's the topic for the next video. Pick up the rewards and proceed into the portal to finish the mission. As usual, the cinematic that starts after the mission is not skippable. Hope this was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.